I've been noticing a lot of stuff popping up on the internet talking about how blood type plays a big part in how our body fights off the virus. And I believe that's true. And there's even science on the internet that backs that up. And the reason why I believe that to be true is because I am a blood type A positive. And with the information that's popping up, it's saying that people with the blood type A have a harder time fighting off and surviving this disease. Self-awareness is a superpower. Hey YouTube, welcome to the Soul and Vibration channel. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. To me, because being a blood type A person, I have a very sensitive digestion. And I've been on the plant-based vegan journey since August 16th, 2006. It was a 15-year-old client who inspired me to start eating this way. And I'm glad that the universe sent him into my life, because that was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. There's other information out there that also says that people with blood type A are more likely to get diabetes and heart disease and different things like that. And that is because our digestion is extremely sensitive. So the more natural the food is, the better it is for us, because breaking down grains, meats, and high fats it's almost like our body is fighting a disease. So even if you are not a type A blood type, certain processed foods that you're eating, it puts a lot of stress on your body and then in return your immune system. So it's almost like your body is constantly fighting a disease, a underlying disease in the process of trying to break down your meals. So yeah, blood type A people, we have to be cautious as in don't be fearful. You never want to be afraid. You want to do whatever it is that you can do, and then trust that the rest will work itself out. But you always want to do your part. And the way how all of us can do our part in this is by eating better. Stop consuming high fat processed foods and try to find healthier plant-based options. Whether I don't like eating rice for myself personally, because I believe that combined with my bad eating habits in the past, because I have an unhealthy relationship with food. Like that's my drug of choice. But rice, grains, it's hard for me to digest them. And I feel like in the past, they have helped to damage my digestion. But for some people, they might not have that issue. And in times like these, rice might, brown rice might be something that you can afford a lot of to stock up on and get you through these times. So even though I don't really agree with eating rice for myself personally, maybe in moderation with other vegetables and things that might work for you in these times. But I feel like anything is better than processed foods. Anything is better than fried processed foods, because processed foods are a foreign object to the body. So the digestion process is literally like fighting a disease. So yes, we want to social distance. And at the same time, we want to be conscious about the things that we're eating. We want to be conscious about the foods that we are putting into our bodies, because even though we're social distancing, we're still putting ourselves at risk every time we step out of the house, go to the grocery store, the gas station, and do the necessary things that we need to do in order to survive. Like we're still out, and it's possible for us to come into contact with the virus or whatever things that can be detrimental to our health. Again, I don't believe in being fearful. I believe in figuring out what it is you can do, doing what you can do, and doing your best when it comes to what you can do, and just trust and have faith and know that everything else will work itself out, because it has to. And even when it appears to not be working in your favor, trust me, it's always working in your favor, and only time will tell. Standing where we are right now and looking forward, it's hard to see the entire picture, but the image is always clearer when we're looking back. When we're looking back, things make sense. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys about my experience with blood type, because as a positive blood type person, I've had a lot of challenges when it comes to my digestion. And even through my vegan journey, I've had health challenges, because a person can be vegan and be unhealthy. I know all about it, because I was all about comfort foods, where now I still have comfort foods, but I've found other ways. I found healthy comfort options. Like earlier, I was in the mood for something really sweet, and I juiced apples and carrots, and that was, it was sweet, and it was satiating, So yeah, being vegan and blood type A, the reason why I even know my blood type is because a few years ago, basically, my body pretty much gave up on me. My hormones were all over the place, because one, I was in a stressful environment, and two, I wasn't eating healthy. And basically, I started extreme exercising, and that wasn't good, because if you look more into the blood type diet, you'll find that different lifestyles work better for different blood types. Like us blood type A people do better with yoga, swimming, walking, calming, exercising, where O people, those are known to be your meat eaters. Even though I'm not saying anyone should be a meat eater, but based on the science and the guy who wrote the book, Eat Right for Your Blood Type, O people are known to be your adrenaline junkies, where they need to get their adrenaline pumping, their heart rate up. So in nature, they would be the ones who would run after their meat, their food, catch it, have the digestive enzymes to break it down, where the A people, like myself, would be the ones in the garden picking fruit and vegetables, which doesn't take a lot of energy. So the foods that I need to thrive aren't really high in calories, and the exercise that I need doesn't put a lot of stress on me. So yeah, when I was living in a toxic environment and I started doing extreme exercising, it put a lot of stress on my body, and basically I got really ill, and I went to see a doctor who thought it would be best for me to start eating meat in order to get better. And even though the doctor is a professional, it's still my body. And based on my reasoning and my intuition, that didn't make sense, because if I haven't eaten meat for over 10 years and my body is weak and can barely handle anything, how is it going to break down something like that? So I went and got blood work done and figured out my blood type, just to make sure that it wasn't my ego that was causing me to disobey this doctor's orders. So when I got my blood type done, I found out that I was blood type A positive, which confirmed what I knew to be true for myself. I got a second opinion and found someone else who was able to basically help me to balance myself back out. And the way how I balanced myself back out was through diet. So yes, in these times while we're social distancing and washing our hands, we need to eat healthy. We need to consume foods that nourish our bodies, foods that supports our immune health, and not put stress on our body by eating foods that's no good for us, that's causing our body to react to our food as if it's fighting an underlying disease every single day. Thank you guys for listening to this. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and you have not subscribed to this channel, please show some support and go ahead and do so. Be sure to like this video and share. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.